This 45th ordinary session is set to discuss key developments in child rights advocacy in Africa. And as things stand, 42 states do submit report, while 9 member states are still being persuaded to also report as to how they implement the African Charter.
I am a child, a submissive child. Prepare me for the responsibilities of adulthood. When I err, correct me in a peaceful manner. Speak kindly to me at all times if it is possible, and never expose me to immoral entertainment.
The African Charter aims to build a suitable and habitable continent for all children. This session follows and reiterates the recent 2025's theme of the Day of an African Child, namely planning and budgeting for the children's rights progress since 2010, of which most children's rights violations still persist.
Child marriage, child trafficking, sexual violence, and murder of young children. The numbers have risen alarmingly. For us, the ministerial conference came at the right time when Lesotho is seriously overwhelmed with this alarming rise in reported cases of various forms of violence against children.
Majara says that Lesotho has developed a costed prevention and response plan to combat violence against children, but would rather wish for more discussion on sustainable financing for children protection in Africa.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us as the governments to really consider revising budgets which are allocated to or for children's services. Child protection is a priority and must therefore be treated as such. Africa must invest in children, the future leaders of this continent.
This 45th session is set to come at a time of immense challenges and opportunities for the children.
I call on all of us to resolve to ensure that Africa's children not only survive, but thrive, living lives of dignity and purpose. The future of our continent depends on the actions we take today. And I hope this session reaffirms our collective commitment to making an Africa fit for its children, not just a vision, but a measurable, lived reality.
The meeting took time to observe a moment of silence to the victims of the genocide in Rwanda.
So that we all say together, never again.
The session has also acknowledged the impact of geopolitics, as most African countries are hit by excessive tariffs by the US.
And it's very important to have a common agreement to increase the multilateral trade. One of the things that we cannot forget that these trades ends the AGOA agreement.
During the 45th summit, other presentations will include the thematic report on harmful practices affecting children's rights in Africa and the operationalization of the AU Accountability Framework on the elimination of harmful practices. I'm Rapelang Khatebe for SABC News, Maseru, Lesotho.